Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Real Estate. Friday morning, so it's a follow-up Friday. I hope my connection seems to be funky all morning. So hopefully that holds strong and we can get through it here. I have a weekly email newsletter template. Ryan has a fun social post of the day. Oh, this is bringing me back.
Haven't used this one in a while.
Yeah. So social post of the day. We'll share that. I want to share the Facebook ad cheat sheet that I mentioned earlier this week and where you can find that. And I had something else in my notes, but now I've lost my notes. So I don't know. Maybe there'll be an open loop for next week as well. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share if you get value from the show. We appreciate that for sure. And if you listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave a rating and review there as well. You were teasing the social. Should we start with the social post or should we do a little mortgage rate combo?
Yeah.
What do you got there?
We'll do both. So the social post is just a fixer-upper list post. This always plays well. And then just a video from the money pit right there. So you guys can grab that video if you want, or just post some fixer-uppers.
That is making me want to watch The Money Pit. I haven't seen that movie in so long, but it's a good one.
Which is the better real estate movie, The Money Pit or Glengarry Glen Ross?
Ooh, that's a good question. Comment below. Which is your preferred real estate movie, or which would you choose to watch? If you could only watch one movie this weekend, would it be The Money Pit or Glengarry Glen Ross? Let us know below. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, David. David, thank you for the referral earlier this week. We appreciate those opportunities.
So
what do we got on the mortgage?
Right at 6.82, huh? How's that been for you? The mortgage rates. So FHA's at 6.8, 30-year fixed at 7.37. What are you seeing in terms of activity? Applications.
We had 3 new loans head into processing yesterday.
So I'm still busy.
I'm trying to think. One is refinancing because they need to pull cash out. One is moving. They're relocating to be closer to family. And I can't remember the scenario on the third one. But the point with that, or the takeaway there, is people still need to move one way or the other, right? There are still life situations that happen that cause people to need to move. And it's just a matter of you being there when that happens and building the rapport and relationship up to that point so that you're their preferred professional of choice. There certainly is less of the non-essential moves happening, right? The moves out of desire and not necessity, but regardless, there's still plenty of activity. We say this often, right? In the best markets and the worst markets. The worst market of all time, 2008, 9, 10, transactions were still happening in every market every single day. So what are we looking at here, Ryan?
Oh, I don't know. This site is just great, Mortgage News Daily. I clicked on this housing data thing. There is just so much stuff in here you can create a video out of or post as content in your newsletter, spin and tell stories about. So I was just, while you were talking, going on a little tangent, but definitely keep an eye on Mortgage News Daily. That's my favorite mortgage rate site for sure.
There's lots of good stuff there. And as Ryan said, there's also lots of opportunities for you to create content around data. And then you're just playing the role of reporter and not making predictions yourself, right? You're just sharing what those predictions are by analysts, etc. So here's my weekly email newsletter.
Cool.
For the week. I didn't do this in April. I don't know why. But usually the first Friday of every month, I record a video with the bucket list of local events for the coming week, or I'm sorry, for the coming month. So this one being the month of May. I did this very hastily this morning because done is better than perfect. And I was able to pull it together quick and still get it out on time. I think it went out at 8:31 or 8:32. I try to get them out every Friday morning at 8:30. It's less than 2 minutes. I pulled up 5 or 6 events. I tried to highlight 1 to 2 events per weekend in the month, and just a quick little blurb about them. For when folks click the image or the link, it takes them to the video, and the description with the video has the link to the events.
Cool.
So not really real estate related. It's more about the area, the community, and providing value and interesting info as far as that goes. And then, throwing a little PS, who do you know that might be thinking about buying, selling, or refinance this spring or summer? We'd love to help. Of course, we also have our links to search or get their home values or cash offers as well. Ryan was sharing Mortgage News Daily. That could be a great place for you to get content, to create a video like that, or even just to create a little, almost like a blog post style post. I will say I played around briefly this morning, trying to pull in an RSS feed to my website for events, but I couldn't find the RSS feed link, so I gave up quickly on that idea and just went to my normal way of operating. But if you missed yesterday's show, there were some great little tips and tricks, etc., especially for those that are using KV Core. But even if you're not, if you have, a WordPress site or, a similar type of website, there were some great little takeaways there on how you can embed videos or embed widgets and do some custom page creation or custom page editing. So I would highly recommend that you check that out if you missed yesterday's. David said, I send out my newsletter every Friday using your template out of KV Core. I'm getting 200 to 400 clicks on it for last month. Hey, that's better than nothing, right? That's people engaging. I would not obsess over your open rates and your click rates. Part of the benefit, if not the biggest benefit, of sending out a weekly email newsletter every Friday morning at the same time, and it doesn't have to be Friday morning. You might do yours Thursday afternoon, right? There's no right or wrong way. It's whatever works for you. One of the biggest benefits is the simple fact that you are demonstrating to your database consistency and reminding them that you're in the business. So regardless of whether or not my database opens or clicks or watches my videos, at a minimum, my name, Josh Schoenly -EXP Realty, is showing up in their inbox every week, same day, same time. I'm building evidence that whenever their motivation, whenever they're ready, willing, and able to buy, sell, or refinance, I hopefully will be the one getting that email, call, or text, right? So I think there is value in following up with the folks who are engaging, who are clicking, etc. No doubt about that. But just that consistency that you're demonstrating to your database, to your audience, will pay dividends over time. George says, question, after months that they don't open or click, do you delete them? Nope, I don't. Unless they, if they unsubscribe, obviously that's taken care of, or they tell me to stop, because you just never know.
And then you do get a lot of people who are years in who finally reach out to you. So
100%. They and think about this for yourself. There are likely companies or people that you get emails from that you may ignore them for weeks or months or even years, but then something changes in your life, whatever it may be, and all of a sudden, that's something of interest to you again. So I don't ever delete them unless they ask to be deleted. Or, the other, if it's a no longer valid email, right? Like if that would be the other, but I don't, I let them opt out of communication. So, all right. I promised a resource. This is, I mentioned this earlier in the week. I think Wednesday's show, we were doing a little what's working now. And I showed a Facebook ad that was not working. And then we made a little tweak and it started working much better, and it continues to work extremely well. And on that show, I mentioned our Facebook ad cheat sheet, which just has some variations of how we structure the copy for Facebook ads. And so Mike was kind enough to get that resource added. You can go to wakeup.realestate, create your free account, go to member resources, and Mike added this morning under Facebook marketing resources. So if you click on Facebook ad cheat sheet, it'll take you right here, and you can see some simple formulas for the copy to use when running Facebook ads. Okay, and I think we have, I don't know, we maybe have 4 or 5 different formulas here. One of them has got to be Ryan's. Where's Ryan's with the, here we go. Priced from X to Y. Get instant access to all available Cumberland County new construction homes. Priced, with the misspelling there. I'm sure that was my fault. Priced from X to Y. Priced from $249,900 to $1.47 million. Whatever it is, right? Whatever it might be.
I'm about to run one of those right after the show for a downsizing ad. I'm going to go grab that same script.
Here's another variation of that concept. Cumberland County new homes for sale. See a complete current list now. Prices starting at, right? So you can do a range, or you can let them know where the prices start at. By the way, these Facebook copy variations, they also can work well for Google ads. You can't have emojis, and you might have to edit some of the punctuation on Google, but the formulas and the way we present the niche certainly can work in many different, just beyond just Facebook ads, let's say. And you can insert in whatever niche, right? These fixer-upper homes need to sell ASAP. Right? These waterfront condos need to sell ASAP, right? It's whatever niche you want to work in, right? These recently price reduced homes in Central PA need to sell ASAP. So I think this is a great resource if you're running ads and or not even running ads, but just to give you ideas for how you can take Ryan's social post and have some varied text above whatever image or video you might have for example, today's fixer-upper list, right? You could say, check out the complete list of fixer-upper homes available in Central PA, priced from X to Y, or prices starting at whatever that amount is, right? It can be a great way to drive some organic traffic, right? So you post that on your business page or your personal profile, and then you share into some local groups. Can be a great way to drive some traffic and create some lead flow from yourself, for yourself. Ryan, did you have anything else on the follow-up?
I do. I wanted your feedback on something. I'm attempting here a event ad. So far, no leads on it. Let me bring this up. You got it for me.
Yep.
So we created an event here for Brett. He has a video inviting people to his free home seller workshop. It's in about 2 weeks. One thing I learned, Josh, just a tip for everybody, if you are doing live events, you can actually, within the same event, schedule multiple instances of it, which I thought was pretty cool. And you can quickly boost this. So we've gotten, let's see, it's only been live like 20 hours. So not a lot, but no responses yet.
So what does the ad preview look like?
Let's see. All right.
Because if it looks like that, there's nothing above the video.
Huh. I thought I had, but this is where I'm a little confused because I don't run a lot of these ads.
Yeah, so you do have text above it there. So
yeah.
So the actual ad does have copy above it.
Yeah, it says join us for our next free home seller workshop and Plymouth meeting. And the other side of this, we're asking some people to show up in person.
Yeah.
And it's explicitly like sell your home. So we should probably be willing to spend a little more than $15 to get an attendee, right?
How much money have you spent so far?
$15 so far.
Okay. And no responses, no even interested, right? Because they can select interested or going. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will relate something that isn't necessarily directly related, but somewhat. We did a bingo fundraiser for the Diamond Club, the baseball Diamond Club, and we ran ads for that. We didn't spend. I want to spend. We spent 100 to 150 a day. Now, a bingo event is way different than a home seller workshop, but one of the things that so when you get people that are interested, right? There's two ways people can reply. They can reply interested or going. One of the things we did to maximize the engagement and the number of people, because we had lots of people that said interested, but very few that said going. But we would a couple of times a week on the actual event add to the discussion and about like posts within the event. In other words, like that's a section of it. And when you do that, you can choose to have it also post as a regular post on your Facebook page. Now that doesn't address the point, the fact that we don't have people indicating that they're interested or going yet. But for if you're running an event of some kind, I would highly recommend that you post to that discussion tab. And since I'm describing it kind of just generally, I'll show. I think I can still pull up the event. Let me see if I can pull up.
The
event that we did.
And have you ever done these virtual, like scheduled an event in Facebook and done it virtual?
Yes.
I'm thinking about, maybe we should try this, Josh, a first-time home buyer tour. What if you did an event and you just toured all the homes that were great for first-time home buyers, but you just looked through the MLS on the event and talked about financing?
That would be, so you're saying a first-time home buyer virtual tour?
Yeah. But you get your lender on, so you and I could do this.
Yeah.
You as the lender. And it just got me thinking. I was creating this event ad. I was like, I have a video of him inviting people. Like, I have great content. But let's dig into this event thing. I'm just surprised there hasn't been one accidental interested in 24 hours. But I'm going to let it run a few more days. Yeah.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Because there have been zero, you might just duplicate it and start it fresh. Because So this brings up a huge, I have the event and I'm going to share this, but this is a huge deal. Okay. Huge deal. What I would actually recommend is pause that, duplicate it 3 times and split up whatever your daily budget was equally.
Okay.
So have 3 separate campaigns. And if it was $15 a day, at 5, and what I can virtually guarantee is that within a day, if not less, one of those you'll see way more activity on than the other two. And maybe you
Okay.
get lucky in 2 out of the 3. But the way Facebook works is that ad was they based upon whatever information and text and copy, etc. in that ad, it presented your campaign to a little pocket of people in the audience, and that pocket didn't respond.
Okay.
It could just be that it could be, I'll use like a direct mail analogy, right? It may just be sending it to renters instead of homeowners, right?
Right.
And renters are not going to come to a home seller workshop. So that would be what I would do. And that would be what I recommend to anyone on here. Like, if you're running ads and you spend double what you deem acceptable for a cost per lead or cost per whatever the objective is, you spend double that. So if I'm trying to generate leads for $5 a lead and I spend $10 and I've got no leads, you either need to just duplicate it and start fresh, or duplicate it, start fresh, and like we did, like I showed on Wednesday, a new image or new copy, something. That's what I would do in that scenario.
Okay.
Now, the event concept, and this I'm glad you shared this. I love the virtual first-time homebuyer tour. Also, open houses, open house events. Those will get engagement. You'll get people to mark interested or going to that. And if you plan it enough in advance, and
you mean in person?
What's that?
In person.
In person can work.
Like a live open house event, not a virtual, like just post it as an event and then drive traffic to it. That's interesting. Yeah.
Yep. You'll get people that will mark interested and or going. And then if you, let's say you launch that 7 days out from your event, and then you add, I'm in the event here, you add to the discussion. Okay. See, I've got, this is the discussion.
You're not sharing. Here, let's get you sharing.
Oh, shoot. Okay. You got me?
Yeah.
So this is the event. And then there are 2 tabs for every event. The about, okay. We had 387 people responded, and the discussion, which is, we, like I had posted that the day of, this was posted the day of, and then we posted every couple of days leading up to the event, teasing some of it was a designer purse bingo. I was just the person in charge of the marketing. I wasn't in charge of coordinating the rest of it. And we absolutely crushed it. I mean, we had over 200 bingo players for this event. But we had a long runway for it. In other words, we were marketing it for 5 or 6 weeks leading up to it. We spent money-wise. The other thing we had was a lot of people helping to share, to communicate to promote the event. So these 387 respondents, that wasn't just from ads. That was from organic sharing and things of that nature. So, which, by the way, if you do an open house, that is a wonderful thing to share into local groups that will get less pushback than just promoting a listing. Like for whatever reason, that's more acceptable in a lot of the local groups. So, Ryan, I am curious to see if you do that little splitting it up into 3 different.
I'm curious. It's giving me a bit of a hard time. I launched it as a boost. I clicked the boost. I may need to go and try doing it as it doesn't want to let me copy. I might need to do it as just a straight up engagement or traffic ad.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
Or can't you, let me think here. Which is the objective? Which is the objective if you go create? I think if you choose is leads? No. One of them is for an event.
Event responses. Oh, I didn't do lead. It's engagement.
That's one of the options, event responses?
Yeah. Here, let's just do it. This is what we're talking about, guys. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and do. It is. They do make it a little harder than they should.
Yeah, because it's not there either.
Yeah, it's not there. It took me a minute to find it when I was trying to do it. Yeah, it's tricky, but it is a powerful way to get a lot of eyeballs. When I had my day trading room a year or two ago, we had a lot of success with this because it was like a day trading session that happened every day. We only ran event ads, but I just haven't done it in a while.
I think it should be a topic for next week. Let's come up with some different real estate specific events, whether they be virtual or in person.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, most of you on here, most of you listening, if not all of you listening, know that if you get live with a person, either on Zoom or actually physically in person with them, that you're really good. Oh,
look,
there we go.
So I chose engagement, and this time it said engage on my ad, event responses, maximize event responses. All right, I'm going to run this now if anybody wants to watch me do it.
Yeah, that may have been the issue. I would still consider making one for $5 a day and duplicating it twice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is why I like doing this live. It's like doing this live with you. This should be the whole show every day, Josh. We should just, does everybody agree? We should just jump into what we're doing and we can fix each other's broken stuff.
Or fix your broken stuff. If you're working on stuff, we should have a way where you can submit it and then we work on that. Yeah, so, that's not a bad idea.
I pick the location. I go into the add creative, event. Okay, so there we go. It popped right up. Okay, now we're cooking with fire. And then it's got
Now we're cooking with fire? Now we're cooking with gas?
Oh, is it fire? It's not fire?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. We can cook with fire or gas. I don't know. I thought
now we're cooking with propane and propane accessories.
There you go.
So it's workshop. You're invited. Nah. The other thing we've been doing is we've been offering too many things, like show up and get like a $20 gift card.
Yeah.
It's not a first-time home seller. It's free. Okay. Well, you guys get the point. I need to do a little more work here. I am going to put his invite video, which also, it's a good video, but part of me wonders, do people not want to see this from a real estate agent? Would you be better off doing it on an unbranded? Like, does it feel like a sales pitch? But I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think in that, I think to that, you do want it to, I don't think you want to be under the radar as far as that goes, right? Like, I think that part of it's fine, it being a branded page and him speaking to that, because it may mean a higher cost per lead, but it means that the actual, the likelihood of somebody to actually show up, I think, is greater.
Yes. Well, and of course, what we really like about this, you might have just said this, is when somebody hits the event response, we know their profile. Like, you can talk to them on Facebook.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Special category. Did I do it right? I had to go back and click the special category. I knew I hadn't done that. All right. Well, let's see. I'll let you know Monday how this goes. So
beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Well, that about does it for the week. A lot of stuff, as always. Yeah. The script, the tech script that we shared on Tuesday continues to work well. The ad that I showed on Wednesday continues to work. We still have leads coming in at $3.58 a lead. So that's working. Ryan shared some great stuff yesterday. I'm still mulling around to actually whether or not to actually commit to the marketing idea that we kicked around yesterday. More to come on that, I guess. Got you an email newsletter template and some ideas to run events. I have to figure out if we're gonna have an open house for this listing I have coming. If I can get Cosette on board with that, maybe we can set that up next week, the open house event, and marketing that open house event and use that as a demonstration. So I'll have to check in with Cosette to see if I can make that happen. As always, if you're working this weekend, we are as well. If you have someone that we can get you pre-approved so you can make better use of your time, please go to joshvips.com or just shoot me a text or email. And, the other thing that I forgot that I was going to do today, I got to get a just listed postcard out using just listed, just sold.info for my new listing. So maybe we'll do that Monday, or maybe we'll do it right now. Will it show up as a coming soon?
What do you mean? Can you do a coming soon?
So it is in my MLS as coming soon. It doesn't actually go live until Thursday.
So we I should have mentioned this. You see down here, we have open house under contract coming soon templates. So it'll render it, and we made the platform more flexible. You can load it from the MLS, or you can just manually put the info in here.
Gotcha.
So you can do coming soons. You'll notice the homepage does look a little different than it used to because we have seller farming on the front page too.
Well, I want to announce it as just listed because at this point, they'll land in people's mailbox as it is going to actually be listed. Yeah. My question was, would it automatically pull in the info if it's in the MLS, but as a coming soon? Let's
probably
find out,
not.
I guess. Probably not.
Yeah. You know what I saw? We might add this as a template. I saw somebody do your neighbor. Just a blind postcard. I might have shared this with you, but all it was a QR code, and it was like one of your neighbors is selling their house. Find out who. Scan the QR code, and it wasn't like a just listed for that house, but the QR code goes to the listing.
That's cool.
That's pretty interesting, right? So I told Justin we should add that as a template here. It's like a blind just listed or a blind just sold. So one of your neighbors just sold their house. Find out who.
Yeah.
Do you see it on here, Josh? Probably not, right?
I don't. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to record myself doing that. I don't want to wait till Monday to get that ordered. I'm going to record myself doing that at some point today, and we'll add that to the Wake Up Real Estate YouTube channel, which means it'll also get fed over to wakeup.realestate. For those of you that are curious, it'll be me manually creating the just listed postcard for the listing that I've been talking about in my neighborhood here, and see how you all can duplicate that or replicate that in your own market as hopefully you're picking up listings as the spring market picks up.
You see, we have these templates now. Like I have buyers in your neighborhood. Would you consider selling just simple?
Nice.
So if you don't have any,
so those are more the geo farming, right? So it's not just listed, just sold anymore.
Right.
It's a great simple marketing engine for geographic farming as well. Just listed, just sold.info.
Can I say thank you to everybody who hangs out and listens to us? I can't believe people just sit here and listen to us do this for 37 minutes.
Amen to that. Hallelujah and amen to that. I could not agree more. We are so grateful. And not just for those that hang out with us live, though we greatly appreciate that, but those that watch after the fact, those that come back and watch multiple times.
Because it doesn't feel like we're doing much, Josh. Honestly, I just feel like we're kind of hanging out, having a conversation about the stuff we're mostly failing at in a lot of cases. But yeah, I guess it's interesting.
Amen to that. So thank you, David and George and Alina. People like Mark Webster and Ernest and Andrew Robinson. There he is. Yeah, that's right. Dude, you used to charge $97 per month. Used to, I don't know. We might have. Maybe we get more people coming if we started charging again.
Yeah. I've been trying to get Andrew. You need to charge $97 a month. I'm going to say, who else here wants to see Andrew Robinson charge $97 a month to share everything he does to get $1 million listings? Because he does a lot of cool stuff. I've been trying to push him, Josh.
Yeah. He's too busy making money on the
He's too busy making money.
those luxury listings. Anyway,
All right, guys.
Yeah, I echo those sentiments. Thank you all. We appreciate you all. We hope you have a great weekend, and we'll be back next week. Barring anything, any unforeseen changes, Monday will be at 11 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern with Shay.
Cool.
And he's going to walk us through how he used his market stats to market to his database. And I'm telling you, like, you are not going to want to miss this. Shay is an absolute killer. And I mean that in the best way possible. And he's extremely strategic. And very selfishly, I wanted to have him on here because I wanted to see what he's doing for myself. The way that he is, looking at the statistics, what statistics he's looking at, and then how he's using that to strategically follow up with his database to grow to demonstrate his market expertise and deepen his relationship with them, and I would say, like, put a fence around that database to ensure that when they transact, it would be with him. So barring any changes, we'll have that for you an hour later than normal, 11 a.m. Eastern on Monday. Excited for that for sure. Thank you all. Have a great weekend.
See you guys.